I hear a lot of people talking about, you know, they look at these, in shape people, you know, people that are in great shape, and they say, you know, society is wrong for pushing those unrealistic body types on the American people. These body types aren't unrealistic. They're definitely achievable. You just gotta stop eating crappy food and get off your ass and start exercising. But then again, I don't even like using the word exercise because it implies that it's something separate from the human life. The human life. It separates, it implies that exercise is something we have to incorporate from our regular human life. But to be honest, that's how it has become in modern day American society. Because, most people, they just, wake up, go to work, sit at a cubicle all day for like 8 hours. So, that's already bad for your back. We're made to move around, we're not just sit in a chair all day and stare at a lit screen, But then, they only have a certain amount of time to eat food, right? So they're not going to eat a home-cooked meal, most people, because they don't have the time for it. So they just get some unhealthy snacks, full of, trans fats and loaded with sugar, preservatives, chemicals. That's very harmful to our bodies. And, they're really uninformed. And, I can't really blame, then I kind of could, because, we're in an information age where an infinite amount of resources, an infinite amount of information is at the palm of our hands and our cell phones, computers, everything. So you just 3-second Google search, you can find all of this stuff out. But anyway, most people are ill-informed, they're uninformed, and they make these unhealthy decisions. And then, they get off from work, they don't have the time to go exercise. They sit on the couch, watch state-run media. But that's a topic for another discussion. And then, they just throw back these unhealthy snacks, these chips full of chemicals, this chemical liquid, it's basically liquid candy with chemicals in it, artificial dyes and chemicals that just will destroy our biological human anatomy, And it's like, no, dude, you can get a ripped body, It's not just about being, appealing aesthetically. It's about being healthy on the inside too, because you can be ripped, but you can have a terrible inside, You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about just the looks. It's about the function of your insides, So yeah, for the average American, they have to incorporate this exercise, even though, a couple hundred years ago, people had to, go out and hunt and forage for food, and they had to do everything manually by hand. But no, these fit body types are definitely obtainable. Just that society and these big corporations that sell these unhealthy foods and sell these diet pills, these fad diets and all that bull crap that doesn't even work. It's pure BS. It doesn't work. They're exploiting your insecurities to make a profit. These magazines, they Photoshop these models to make you look like, oh man, that's the body I want. That those people aren't even healthy most of the time. They're on immense amount of drugs, copious amounts of, steroids, fat burners, all those chemical things that are horrible for our bodies. And that's basically what they do. They exploit your insecurities. Then you go pay hundreds and maybe thousands of dollars for these pills that don't even work. Just bull crap, and they exploit your insecurities. Even though it's pretty simple to lose weight and be healthy, man. First of all, cut out soda, cut out all processed foods, and just go for a walk. You don't have to be doing anything that strenuous. Just go for a walk every day, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, go for a walk. Start simple, start small. It's not gonna be worth it. People think just because you're old, you have to be out of shape. You know, they think, oh, it's acceptable just for an old person to be out of shape. No, you can be in shape and be old. You know, there's plenty of people that's old and in shape, man. It's just that it's become a societal norm that, you know, once you reach a certain age, you just, it's out of shape, you know, it's okay. No, you can get in shape. You can start today. You know, health is wealth, man. I mean, don't you want to be 50 years old, you know, able to bend over and tie your shoes, or like, you know, help your friend out with, I don't know, moving some boxes or anything. It doesn't really matter. You know, just being a healthy, fit shape, you know. They exploited, they basically made it appealing to do these unhealthy things. And then they hide the actual information on these things. You know, people like, you know, the FDA and these big food corporations, they bully the FDA into letting them, you know, put these chemicals and, you know, say it's recommended. This is known as generally safe. You know, these are chemicals. These chemicals are incompatible with human biology. We're not made to ingest these things. You know, they spend millions. These food corporations spend billions of dollars on scientific research to formulate and engineer the food that is so appealing to our brains. You know, they exploit our brains that are evolved to crave sugar, fat, and salt. They put the perfect amount of sugar, fat, and salt. They call it the bliss point, to where you're chemically, biologically predisposed to crave these things. And once you eat one, you can't stop, because you're biologically not created, but biologically evolved to do these things, to eat these unhealthy foods that they formulate to do it. Because the amount of fat, sugar, and salt that's in these fast foods and these junk foods, that's not, nature didn't intend for that combination of those ingredients, those nutrients, to be of that in that amount in one food. You know, a fruit, when you eat a fruit, it has sugar, of course, but it has the amount of fiber to satiate you, so it keep you full. But if you just eat a bag of candy, you know, that's pure sugar, pure refined sugar. They refine these foods, they take out all the nutrients to where it just left, where these foods aren't even real foods. They're food-like products, filled with chemicals, filled with refined ingredients. And, you know, they feed it to you, they market it to your kids, they market it to everybody. And most people are just uninformed about this. You know, they think that they fool you with the serving size, and they say, like you have a can of soda, it has 8 grams of sugar, but then you look in the small print per serving, it has like fucking 8 servings in that one can. Like, that's how they fool you. I just want people to be aware of these things, you know, because most people aren't aware. They just making money off of you. You know, you gotta fight against their agenda and their corruption that they're trying to bring to society, bring the human race down for